Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, hold on to your helmets because the NFL rumor mill is buzzing with some serious potential blockbuster moves. The latest whispers from the Bay Area are suggesting that the San Francisco 49ers might be willing to trade Nick Bosa, one of the most feared edge rushers in the league, and the Bills are right in the middle of these discussions. Now I know what you're thinking. What does this mean for Buffalo? Well, a trade like this could be a total game changer, dramatically boosting the Bills' pass rush and solidifying their status as top contenders for the Super Bowl. Let's break down what's happening here. The 49ers, currently sitting at 9-6 in 2025, are reportedly considering moving Bosa, who's been a dominant force on their defensive line, for a couple of first-round picks. That's right, 2 first-rounders. Given Bosa's track record and his impact on the field, it's no surprise they're asking for premium assets in return. And the reason? The 49ers are facing some salary cap issues, with a cap hit of around $30 million for their wide receivers this season, and injuries have also played a role. Plus, their defense has been allowing around 130 yards rushing per game, which isn't exactly ideal for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. Now, why would Buffalo be interested? Well, the Bills are sitting at an impressive 11-4, and they're looking to make a serious push toward another deep playoff run. Adding Bosa to that defensive front would be a huge boost. Imagine Von Miller and Bosa on the same line, wreaking havoc across the AFC. Bosa isn't just a good player, he's a game wrecker. In 2025, he's already amassed 5 sacks, 32 pressures, and 15 tackles for loss, earning a stellar 90. 4 PFF grade and a plus 0.24 EPA per rush. That kind of production doesn't come around every day. He's a true disruptive force, often drawing double teams, which opens up opportunities for others and makes the Bills' pass rush even more lethal. But it's not just about Bosa's numbers. His presence on the field shifts the entire game plan for opposing offenses. The Bills' defense, already solid, would become downright terrifying with a player like him lining up across from the right tackle. And don't forget, Buffalo's defensive line has been rising in the rankings, jumping to top in sacks overall, with a total of 48 sacks this season. That's a significant leap and a testament to how much this unit has improved. Adding Bosa could push that number even higher, possibly averaging around 11 sacks per season, which would be a massive boost for their pass rush, especially with Von Miller returning from injury and still playing at an elite level with an 81. 6 PFF grade and 6 sacks. Now the potential trade isn't just about raw numbers. It's about the impact on the trenches, where playoff games are often won or lost. The Bills have been focusing on strengthening their run defense, reducing rushing yards allowed from around 125 to roughly 100 yards per game. That's a plus 21% improvement, and with Bosa's ability to pressure the quarterback constantly, the Bills could see a plus 24% increase in their pass rush effectiveness. This would force opposing quarterbacks into hurried throws, turnovers, and bad decisions. In fact, adding Bosa would likely lead to about 1 more turnovers per game, giving Buffalo even more offensive opportunities. Let's talk about the bigger picture here. The odds of the Bills winning the Super Bowl, which currently sit at plus 500, could see a significant shift if this move materializes, potentially shortening to plus 180. Bosa's presence in the playoffs, especially in critical moments, makes him an undeniable X-factor in the trenches. His ability to pressure the quarterback and clog running lanes in the postseason could be the difference between an early exit and a deep run. And if you look at his recent performance, he's been a force to be reckoned with. Despite a knee injury that kept him out for 3 games in Week 7 of 2025, he still managed 5 sacks, 32 pressures, and 15 tackles for loss. That's the kind of resilience and production that elevates a team's chances when it counts most. Now, let's zoom out a little. The Bills have always been known for their high-powered offense, but their defense has become a real strength this season, especially with the emergence of their pass rush. A player like Bosa would complement Von Miller perfectly, creating a duo that could terrorize offenses all season long. Imagine the opposing offensive line looking at two guys who can get to the quarterback at will. It would make life miserable for any quarterback trying to lead a comeback or extend a drive. Of course, the 49ers aren't just giving Bosa away easily. They're cautious, and it's understandable. The team's management knows how vital Bosa has been to their success, especially in recent playoff runs. But with the right offer, say a pair of first-round picks and maybe a conditional pick based on performance, this deal could be on the table. The NFL offseason is notorious for these blockbuster trades, and with record-setting contracts and team needs evolving, this could be the one that shifts the power balance in the AFC. What does this mean for the AFC East? Well, the Bills are already in a prime position, but acquiring Bosa could make them the undisputed favorites. The Patriots and Dolphins are no slouches, but with a dominant pass rush and a solid offense, Buffalo would be a nightmare for any team in the league. Plus, it signals the Bills' intent to chase that elusive Super Bowl title, reinforcing their status as serious contenders. The ripple effects of a trade like this could be felt across the league for years. It could push other teams to make similar moves, escalating the arms race in the trenches. For the Bills, it's about taking that extra step, about building a defense that can carry them through the playoffs and into the Super Bowl. The coaching staff and front office are undoubtedly weighing the pros and cons, but if this trade happens, it's going to be a statement that Buffalo is all in on winning now, not later. Looking ahead, the offseason is just heating up. Rumors are swirling, but the real questions are, will the 49ers pull the trigger? And if they do, how quickly can Buffalo integrate Bosa into their defensive scheme? It's a scenario that could play out in the coming weeks, and I can tell you, Bills fans, it's one you'll want to keep your eyes on. This isn't just another offseason story. It's a potential game changer that could define the franchise's trajectory for years to come. Remember, in the NFL, the margins are razor thin, and a player like Bosa can be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. The Bills have been building a formidable team, and with the right additions, they could finally take that final leap into Super Bowl territory. It's an exciting time to be a Bills fan, and I'll be here to keep you updated on every twist and turn of this developing story. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Buffalo should go all in and make the trade for Bosa? Would you be willing to give up those first-round picks for a shot at the Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the team. I know many of you are already excited about the possibilities, but let's keep the conversation going. The offseason is just beginning, and with rumors like these swirling, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement. The Bills are clearly looking to upgrade their defense, and Bosa might just be the perfect piece to complete that puzzle. If this deal goes through, it could be a defining moment in franchise history, one that fans will talk about for years. So stay tuned, keep your hopes high, and get ready for what promises to be an exciting ride as the Bills look to take the next step towards Super Bowl glory. Thanks for being such passionate supporters, and I'll be back soon with more updates, insights, and breakdowns as this story unfolds. Until then, keep the faith and let's go Buffalo.